about, to explain more about this, newsnet is the project which we've been funded to run over the next few years. And what is interesting, I think what is valuable for you in the context of what we're going to talk about today and the work you're going to be doing with Citizens Relay and hopefully beyond the communities, is that this is primarily a website, although there are other parts of it which are not web related, but primarily a website which is designed to support and connect citizen journalists around the UK. When you register as a member, you can place yourself on a map, so you can start to see if there are other people nearby you who share kind of similar interests or who have got a kind of an interest in citizen journalism, if there are hyperlocal sites nearby. You can also, through the forum which we've created, start to connect with other members, because the mantra of newsnet is kind of connect, share, learn. The idea is obviously what we hope people will do is connect with each other, share with each other, and as a consequence of those two things, really start to learn from each other. And we're starting to see that already on the site. We've got just over 300 members now, and particularly of interest to me because I started this thread off on the forum, because my background when I first trained in broadcast TV was as an editor. So I was interested to know how communities are using video, because I like using video. I don't like writing, I like using video, so which is another lesson, do what you're interested in. So I was interested to know how communities are using that. I'm seeing a lot of people coming on giving advice about tools that they've found to use free. A few weeks ago I discovered a great free piece of editing software called VideoPad, which I've never come across before. So there's a lot of useful stuff there that you can get from communities. You can ask questions of other members and so on. So I think you might find that useful. And the other key point, a couple of other things, but one of the key things which certainly I'm going to direct you towards later today are the resources that we've got on the site, because what we've done as part of the process of building newsnet is to curate and create training materials from around the web, around looking at citizen journalism, because as you can imagine, there's masses of stuff out there, but kind of working out what's any good, even if you go to BBC College of Journalism or College of Production, there's fantastic resources on there, on websites built with our money, but primarily intended for people that work within the BBC that are interested in kind of developing different skills. So what we found is that actually it wasn't necessarily of value to say to communities go to BBC College of Journalism, because they would go and they would look and they would see this stuff which primarily is intended, as I say, for internal consumption, and they'd be we find it quite off-putting. So what we, in taking that material and saying, actually there is something here you can learn from, and if you approach it in this way and think about these points, the classic is if we've got a section on our site where we talk about video journalism. There's a fantastic video on the BBC College of Journalism about video journalism, but the first thing the guy does is pull out a camera that costs £3 grand. I don't know any communities that have got £3 grand to spend on a camera. So that's the immediate point when they pull out a Sony Z1 thinking, this isn't for me, I haven't got a camera like that. But actually, you've seen me going around with a little camera that I was using this morning, and for example, these cameras that we're going to be using later, I don't know if anyone's come across these Kodak cameras. We use these with communities all over the UK. They're fantastic. I think the version that I've got that replaced this is currently retailing for £79.99. We're going to broadcast stuff shot on these cameras because they take an external microphone, you get good quality sound. A fraction, not even, slightly more than 5% of the cost of a Sony Z1. So these are the kind of cameras that communities can be using. These are the but the principles, what you do, still apply. And that's one of the things that we're going to be talking about a little bit later on. So